Hello and welcome, kids, once again to your science classes of grade 3. In this class, we are going to discuss about chapter 3, that was safety and first aid. The two previous videos of this chapter, that is part 1 and part 2, I have already uploaded on YouTube. That was about the explanation of this chapter, that is safety and first aid. And in this portion of the video, we are going to revise the chapter. I will revise the chapter to you, as well as we will discuss the book exercises, given book exercises of this lesson, along with the question answer work. So before starting that, I would like to tell you that you have to maintain your work, your science work, neatly and cleanly, topic wise. As we have, along with this chapter, we will complete our 3 topics. That was chapter 1 was about eating habits of animals. Okay, eating habits of animals. This chapter we have done along with the explanation, book exercises and question answers. Then second topic I have taken as the living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. This chapter also I have done along with the question answer and book exercise work. Okay, this I have taken, and today we are going to do the third chapter, the third topic, that is about safety and first aid. And of the previous 2 chapters, I have already uploaded the PDF on Snapwork so that you could read the chapters. That was the eating habits of animals and living and non-living things. Both the chapters PDF I have already uploaded on Snapwork. So it's your duty that you should go through the YouTube videos also, through the lecture videos also, and should check out your work, what the teachers, what I'm posting on the Snap work, what work you have to do from there also. Because reading of chapter is equally important as it is important to do the book exercises as well as the question answer work. Okay, so 2 chapters in your science, I have uploaded its PDF on Snap work so that you could read the chapter. Soon after completing the book exercises and question answer of this chapter, we will start the revision of these 3 topics one by one. I will revise the chapters. There will be revision videos uploaded soon. So one thing I was telling you, that you have to maintain your work neatly and cleanly. You can use your previous class notebook. Earlier you were in class 2, grade 2. So you can use your EVS notebook, that old EVS class 2 notebook, for writing the question answer work or doing the diagram work. You can do over there, but make sure you do the work topic wise. You mention the date when you are doing, you mention the topic number and the name of the topic and the name of the questions also. Suppose you are doing fill in the blanks in the notebook, then you write over there that question B, fill in the blanks, question A, tick the correct answer, question C, answer the following questions. And then you have to note down the questions also, because in the videos also I have written the question and then I have given the answers. So like this you have to maintain your work neatly and cleanly, because whenever the school is going to get open, these work could be checked, this work will be checked. Okay, so maintain your work in your previous class notebooks, that was of EVS. Okay, so you will maintain your science work in your previous class EVS notebook. I hope in all your children notebook some pages must be left blank, so you have to use those pages of EVS notebook to complete these science work. Okay, so maintain your work neatly and cleanly. Use sharp pencil to do your work and write in a very neat and clean and good handwriting. Okay. Okay. So in this topic, that was safety and first aid, we have studied about what is the meaning of safety. Safety means to be safe and sound, to remain away from accidents, from injuries, to protect ourselves, to keep ourselves safe, harmless, okay, away from injuries. How it could be done? When we will be careful enough, when we will take care of ourselves everywhere, on road, in marketplace, at school, at home, in the playground. Okay, when we will be careful enough, when we will be alert enough, when we are going to follow the safety rules at all the time and not at all the places, then we could be safe ourselves also, and we could keep others also safe. Okay, then we have gone through some safety points or safety rules or safety tips which we have to follow at different places. For example, safety at home. So in this topic we have seen these points: that do not play with fire, do not play with sharp objects like knives, do not touch electric wires with wet hands, do not leave your toys and books here and there as someone might trip, do not run in the house because you may slip or bump into the furniture as you can see over here in this picture, and you may get hurt. Be careful while walking on the bathroom floor. Then we have studied about safety at school. You should not push each other on stairs. Someone might fall down. As you can see, this student, he is throwing things over other. It may hurt others, and it is a cross over here. That means this particular activity, this act is bad act, bad habit. You should not do like this. Do not climb on benches in the classroom. Benches are meant for sitting, not meant for climbing on that. We should not play with pointed objects like pens or pencils as you might get hurt. Do not push each other while playing or on the swings. You might hurt yourself or your friends. As you can see over here, these kids, they are waiting in their queue for they are waiting for their turn to come to play on the swings while this girl is swinging. So you should also wait in a queue. You should wait for your turn while playing with your friends. You should not push each other. You should not fight with each other. Okay? You should maintain discipline and you should play peacefully and safely with each other. Do not stand in front of the swings. Always stand in a queue. Queue means to make a line. Always stand in a queue and wait for your turn to get in or out of a bus. Then we have studied about safety on the road, that always walk on the footpath. If there is no footpath, then walk on the right side of the road. Always cross the road at the zebra crossing. Cross the road through subway. Do not play on the road. Do not try to get in or out of a moving vehicle. So as this is a correct thing. As this boy, he is passing the road, he is crossing the road through zebra crossing. What is a zebra crossing? This black and white strips like things which you sometimes see on the road. So that is meant for crossing the road by the pedestrians. Okay, or you should use a footbridge to cross the road if it is available. But this is a wrong act, as you can see a cross over here, because this particular student, he was trying to get out of a moving bus and he slipped and fell down and hurt himself. On the road we must be very careful and alert to avoid accidents. Okay, now let's see what is the first book exercise. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. So what you have to do in the fill in the blanks type of questions, there is a statement with one blank line and some correct options. One or two correct options is also one or two need. One correct option is given to you with another incorrect option. So now you have to think, you have to choose the correct option, that what is the correct option in these two words, which should come over here in this blank, so that this sentence, it could become a meaningful and correct sentence. For example, first let's see the first fill in the blanks. We dash, options are should and should not. Should not follow safety rules to avoid injuries. So we should follow safety rules to avoid injuries. We should follow, na? We have to follow the safety rules so that we could avoid the injuries, so that we couldn't get hurt. Okay, if we will feel we should not follow safety rules to avoid injuries, then this statement will be wrong, meaningless. So we have to choose the correct meaningful word which could fill in the blanks and which could make this complete sentence correct. Okay, so should will come over here, that we should follow safety rules to avoid injuries. Next, we should not play with dash, knives or toys. You tell me what we should not play with. We should not play with toys. No, we should play with our toys only. Toys are things meant to be played with. Okay, but knives are very sharp, dangerous. They are used for chopping and cutting in the kitchen for the vegetables or fruits. They are not meant for playing. Okay, so you should not play with knives. We should not play with knives. Knives will come over here. So you have to put a tick mark on the options also, and you have to fill the correct option in the blank also. Okay. Third, we should be dash while walking on a wet floor. We should be careful, careful or careless. What we should be? We should be careful while walking on a wet floor. Yes, we always should be careful, alert while we are walking on a wet floor, because chances are there that on a wet floor we might slip and fall down. So we should be careful. It is the correct word. Next, we should always walk on a dash, zebra crossing or footpath. Where we should walk on a road? Tell me. So we should walk on a footpath. As it is written over here, na? Always walk on the footpath. A cemented pavement type of passage is being made on each side of the road for the pedestrians, those who are walking on their foot, so that they could walk on the side of the road and go to their destination. So zebra crossing is meant for crossing the road from one side to the other side. It is not meant for walking over there. Okay? For walking, footpath is to be used. And for crossing the road, zebra crossing is to be used. So don't get confused over here. When it is the question is asking, we should always walk on a dash. So the correct word will be footpath. Okay? Okay. Fifth one. We should cross the road at a dash. Now this opposite of this question, contrast of this question. Now it is asking we should cross the road at a. Where we should cross the road? So we should cross the road at this zebra crossing. This is called zebra crossing, and this pavement which you are seeing over here, this is called the footpath. It is meant for walking, and this zebra crossing, it is meant for crossing the road. Okay, it is meant for crossing the road. So we should cross the road at a zebra crossing. So this is correct. Okay, the zebra crossing will come over here. Then we have also studied about first aid, that it is the immediate help given to an injured person. When somebody gets hurt, we need to help that person immediately. The immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid. And then we have studied about some first aid tips for cuts or wounds. Wash the cut or wound under running water, then clean the cut or wound gently with an antiseptic lotion. Now tie a bandage or clean handkerchief for the wound, or for a small cut you can also use a band-aid. Relax the injured person till an adult or doctor arrives, and we should not make a crowd. Okay, we should not crowd. It was also written, do not crowd around an injured person. And then we have seen the keywords. That was subway. A subway is a tunnel under a road for use by pedestrians. Footbridge. Footbridge is a bridge designed to be used by pedestrians. First aid, the immediate help given to an injured person. Antiseptic is a substance that kills germs. Okay, that's why antiseptic lotion like Dettol, Savlon, these are used when we get hurt, when we get injured, when we have a cut. Then we clean that cut, that wound first under the running water, and then with a cotton by using some antiseptic lotion. Okay, so this was it. Now let's move on to the next book exercise of this chapter, that is tick the correct answer. As I have already told you with the previous chapters also, that what you have to do in these kind of questions, a statement will be given and three or four options will be given. So out of those 3 or 4 options, you have to choose the most appropriate, the most correct option for the given statement. Okay. Okay, so what is the first statement? Let's see. We should not touch electric switches with. We should not touch electric switches with. A. Dry hands. B. Bare hands. C. Wet hands. D. Left hand. Tell me what will be the correct answer. Yes, we have studied, we have read that we should not touch electric switches with wet hands. Why? Because we will get an electric shock. This we have already studied. So the correct option is wet hands. So that's why a tick is on the option C, that we should not touch electric switches or any electrical points or plugs in our home or anywhere in your school also with your wet hands, as the chances are that you might get an electric shock. Okay, so you should avoid this thing. Next question, next statement. We should always walk on the, options are footpath, wall, road, terrace. Terrace means the roof of our house. So where we should always walk? So we should always walk on the footpath. Okay, because this statement is, it is related to the road, that where we should walk on a road. So we should always walk on the footpath. So it is the most appropriate and correct option. So that's why a tick is over here. Then question number 3, statement number 3. The immediate help given to an injured person is called the, option A first aid, B last aid, C safety aid, D second aid. So as we have studied over here, the immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid. So first aid is the correct option, correct answer. Next, we should play with blade, toys, knife, scissors. What should we play with? We should play with our toys. Blade, knife, scissors, all these are dangerous and sharp and pointed things. These are not meant for playing, because if we are going to play with that, we will definitely hurt or get injured with these things. So we should, as a kid, we should not touch these materials. You should not play with these items. Okay, toys are meant to be played, so you should play with your toys only. Next statement, we should follow safety rules at, where we should follow safety rules? At home, school, market, all the places. Yes, we should follow safety rules at all the places. Obviously, it's not like that we are going to follow safety rules at home and we are not going to follow the safety rules at school or at the market or on the road. No, we have to be very alert, careful. We have to protect and save ourselves. We have to be safe and sound at all the places by following the safety rules which are meant to be followed over there at that particular place. Okay, so all the places would be the correct answer for this statement. Moving on to the next question, question B. Write T for true and F for false statements. Now again you have to write down in the boxes given what is which statement is true, which statement is false. So you have to read the statement and you have to take out the idea, make out the idea that yes, whether the given statement is correct one or given statement is false one. Then accordingly you have to put T and F in the given boxes. Okay, given right to that statement. So what is the first statement? We should give immediate help to an injured person. Yes, true. Obviously, we should always be ready to help someone who has got injured. Okay, so we should give immediate help to an injured person, and that is called first aid. So we will put T over here. First statement is true, so T over there. On the road there is no need to be careful. No, it is a false statement. On the road, there is a need of to be very much more careful and alert. But the statement is saying on the road, there is no need to be careful. Is there no need to be careful? No, it is a wrong statement. It is a false statement. We should be very, very alert and careful while we are moving on the, walking on the road by as a pedestrian or in any vehicle. Okay. So it is a false statement. Third, we should not crowd around an injured person. Yes, true. That's what we have seen over here, that do not crowd around an injured person, because that person will not be able to get fresh air. Okay? That will be more harmful for his health. His or her health can further deteriorate. Okay? Can further get worse. So we should not crowd around an injured person. Okay, so it is a true statement. We should not push our friends on swings. Yes, it is also a true statement. We should not push anyone anywhere, neither on stairs nor in the classrooms or swings or playgrounds or in our house also. If we have brothers and sisters, with our siblings, with our cousins, we should play peacefully. We should not fight with them. We should not push them, or we should not throw any object over them. Okay, we should always follow good habits and good manners. at all the places, whether we are in our home or whether we are in our classroom or whether we are anywhere else. Okay, so we should not push our friends on swings. It is a true statement. We should get out of a moving bus. We should get out of a moving bus. No, false. It is a false statement. We should never get out of a moving bus because it might be dangerous. We could harm ourselves. Okay, so we should not try to get out of a moving bus. Okay, so it is a false statement. So kids, in today's video we will do only this book exercises. Now the question number C, name the following, and these question answers we will discuss later on in next part of this chapter video. Okay, for today only this much. These I think 3 book exercises we have covered. One was this fill in the blanks. So I would like you to view this portion of a video for a few more seconds for a better understanding. Okay, you should also try to read the statements. Okay, so that your pronunciation and understanding should also become good. Then we have done this tick the correct answer type questions. 5 questions were there. And then we have done this true and false type of questions. 5 questions were there also. And then we have done a quick revision of this chapter, this topic third, that was safety and first aid. So in the next part of this video, I am going to do the explanation of the question answers of this particular chapter. Okay, and of the previous 2 chapters I have already uploaded the PDF of the lesson on your Snapwork. So you must visit, you must watch on the both the platform, that is your YouTube lecture videos also, as well as your Snapwork platform also, so that you could be updated with whatever is being posted by teachers in their respective particular subjects. Whatever instruction is being passed to you, you have to do your work as per that only. Okay, so today I have told you that you are going to write these let's memorize section, that is the keywords and definitions. You can call this section as keywords or definitions also in your previous class EVS notebook, that is second class EVS notebook, with proper date and day and with proper chapter name. This is our topic third. So safety and first aid, it is the name of the lesson. Okay, safety and first aid, it is the name of the lesson. And this section, that is keywords or definitions or let's memorize, these 4 words along with their definitions you have to write in your previous class EVS notebook. Okay, so this was and these book exercises which we have discussed, if you have time, so you can write these also. Otherwise I will send the PDF of these book exercises on Snapwork. From there also you can do your revision work. Okay, and whatever previous homework related to chapter 1 eating habits of animals I have uploaded on Snapwork, just try to do it. Okay, class, thank you for this session. In this class only this much. See you soon with the next part of this chapter video, in which I'm going to do the explanation of the question answers. Okay, till then, bye, take care. Thank you for the class.